This episode of Philly First 48 is brought to you by Top Dog Law. If you want the top dollar on your accident or your injury case, call or contact my guy, Top Dog Law.
What's good? It's your boy OT The Real. You're now rocking with Johnny Mac, First 48.
Cheers, man.
Come on, man. Cheers, brother.
Cheers.
To your family, man.
Oh, man, what's up, man? You know you family. Man, welcome to season 6, man. How you feeling, man? Just dropped that new project.
It's almost over. Yeah, you already know, man. I'm excited about it, man. I'm getting a good response, you know what I'm saying? So
Definitely a good response. And I mean, I was banging this joint, 8 songs, man. I'm loving this. I'm loving this joint, man.
You know, like I learned like with my tapes that I'm trying to give them more quality music and not be in such a rush to give them so many on each project. Mm-hmm. I think, you know, this is the time for singles. So, but I like building my catalog of albums. So what I call them is projects or tapes. You know, I wouldn't call them all necessarily albums, but you know, I like building that wall up. I like working with people that I always wanted to coming up, and also crossing that over with people that I want to work with that are from now. You know what I'm saying? So you'll see me do some shit with a legend like Ill Bill. And then on that same tape, I got Oh That's Ryder. But the tape sounds right because I'm the middle piece that links it, and it all, you know what I'm saying?
I love it.
That's where I fit, you know what I mean?
I love it.
Yeah, me too, man. I'm excited.
And that explains the track with you and Beans, too.
Yeah, man. Beanie Siegel, man, he's been like, you know, a big brother to me, you know, ever since we really got put on to each other, man. And real appreciative of him, you know what I'm saying? We had that song done for a while, and we were just working on the chorus, and the girl Sash P, she nailed it. A lot of people been saying, oh, you need to do songs with the girls singing on the hook. It's just that when I make music, I end up writing a lot of my hooks, and I keep it, and that's, you know what I mean? I never end up. So it was good to add that element. You know, Thorough produced that, Thorough 215, you know. So, you know, that's like my in-house right-hand man, you know what I'm saying? So it's a good job.
Before we get a little ahead of ourselves and shit, I want to speak on the project. Now you got Beans on the project. You got what, 3 features on the project. First, where's inspired? Where's inspired?
I mean, what inspires it is like, this project is from miscellaneous producers, right? It's not with one producer who's a major streaming, you know, because it's about streaming when it comes down to it a lot of times, especially when you're trying to get money for your projects and show people that your project's worth something. A project hosted by Philly First 48 is worth more than a project with just a rapper, because we got 2 people that are gonna be, you know what I'm saying? So having those features and having those producers, those big name producers is awesome. It is. But sometimes I get these emails, man, and I got these kids and they're sending me fucking heat, man. And I'm like, yo, I need this one, you know what I'm saying? I need this one. And, you know, I was scared sometimes to go back to putting out those miscellaneous projects after working with such big producers, you know what I'm saying? So what I did was I said, I'm gonna make sure that this shit is like really, really, really sonically sound. You know what I'm saying? And when it is, they're not even gonna care about that. They're gonna be like, damn, who made this shit? You know, and that's what's happening. So I'm like, damn, like I could push it out however I want now, as long as I make sure I curate it. Because the way I'm curating it is the way that my fans are taking it. And like, you could try to go do different types of music and different genres to be like, look, I can do this too. Oh, well, can he do this too? That's cool and all, but if you just focus on feeding your niche and feeding your fans, they just stay with you and grow, you know. So that's what I'm doing. My fans want to see Beanie Siegel, man. They want to hear. They want to hear Beans. You want to hear?
I want to hear him too.
I do too. I love hearing Beans. Come on, man.
Oh man.
Come on, man. It's Beanie Siegel, man.
Yeah. Legend, man. Shout out to Beans. They just had the 20-year anniversary.
Man, salute to Beans, man.
Salute to them
salute
niggas
to
and
Free
shit
too.
like that.
Yeah.
For sure, man.
Big salute to them.
Another song. Don't forget. Don't forget. I love the visual. Explain what inspired that song and shit like that.
That's me going through a folder, and there's a kid that I've been, you know, going back and forth with, and I hear this sample, and I hear it, and I hear how it comes up, and then I hear how it opens up for the verse, and I'm like, damn, like, this kid's making, that's like my sound. That's like my sound right there. That's my sound. People, it's rap, but it's like a different type of rap with that live instruments playing on everything, and really doesn't gotta be an electric guitar, but on that one, it's that hard ass electric guitar. You know what I'm saying?
Make you just
It
want
sounds like
to
some shit. It sounds like some shit a football team could get hype in the locker room too and come running out. It sounds like some shit you could listen to before you go get in a fight.
Wow.
It sounds like some shit you could listen to if you're going out on a Friday night and you and your homies in the car burning one headed somewhere.
Yeah.
It's one of them. It's a ride to it type joint. You know what I'm saying?
That's going crazy, yeah. And another joint, well, my personal favorite, Changes and shit like that. You shout out RIP to Pat's. That was heavy, man. That was a heavy joint.
Me and Pat Stay were like pretty tight. We talked like almost every day for like the last year or so. We were real close. I mean, it was weird because we never had met each other for a long time, and we would always bust jokes back and forth to each other. And then we got on the phone a couple of times and we got close because he was a good dude.
Yeah.
And
crazy how he
I just want to, right when I was making that song, that news had just came. So I was like, yeah, I'm making sure I honor him. I'm making sure I put it on track too, so it's like heard by everybody who hears this tape.
Heavy.
You know what I'm saying? And also a couple other cats too that I lost along the way. My homie Cassius, one of the people who took me in to come when I came to Philly on the run. One of the people who let me stay with him.
All right.
So this project is a lot of references of appreciation and to people I lost all through the project. You know what I'm saying? And it's called "It's Almost Over," because like whatever you're going through, just keep weathering the storm, just keep holding on, don't quit, type shit. It's almost over. You
I love it. And that's a message that we need to hear, especially right now in Philadelphia.
Yeah, real rap. Like
shit is, man,
if you can, sometimes if you can just extract yourself from a situation, man, and just stay out of the way for a couple of days, man, you'll miss a storm. You know what I'm saying? You'll miss you know what I mean? And that's why I'm grateful to have my family, because that's what keeps me in the house.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? It keeps me grounded.
Me too.
You know what I'm saying? And it's just all about balance, you know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? But I feel like if you don't have balance and you're just 24/7 available and in the mix, you might end up catching one, you know what I'm saying? That's how it goes. I mean,
and you talk about on the project about the people you lost. Speak on how you deal with losing homies and shit like that, you know what I mean, along the way. And how do you deal with that and get the courage to keep going on and shit?
When you go on social media in the morning, you see about at least every other day, you see some guy that's people are saying, "Oh my God, I can't believe you're gone." You know what I mean? It's a lot of times it's from drugs, you know what I'm saying? A lot of times it's people that weren't fucked up that bad on drugs. They just like to do this here and there, but they got a bad one, bang, you know what I mean? And it happens a lot. So I'd say I'm pretty much numb to it. Other than, sometimes don't get it twisted, man. Like sometimes, out of nowhere, I'll feel myself get worked up and teary-eyed out of nowhere. Like we'll be doing something and it'll just hit me and I'll be like, damn.
Right.
But then like something will happen and I my brain is like, got ADD, you know what I'm saying? So I never really get stuck in one emotion for too long. But yeah, it sticks with you, you know what I'm saying? You just, if you're on your grind, you don't got no time to talk about it. You don't got no time to sit and fucking complain. You're just like, damn, I'm trying to just keep making it to the next level, the next birthday. Like, it was written, you know what I'm saying?
A DJ that always showed you, a pioneer in the game and shit, like he lost his life, whatever the case may be. I see you showing love. DjKayslay.
Oh yeah,
KaySlay. Showing love from New York. That was heavy and shit like that.
KaySlay's the first person to ever have me up at Shade. The first person to really put me on radio. I believe I did Shade before I did Cosmic Kev.
Dang. Oh, you did Shade? You came out. You went out New York?
Yeah. With KaySlay. Slay ended up having me on about 3 or 4 times. Put me on a couple albums that he did. Got me on a song with Millies and Joe Sikora from Power.
Dang.
Tommy Egan.
I remember that.
We got that was his last. That was the last single that he had got to put out. But there's, I can't say too much. But there's actually some other things that are still developing as far as music coming from the legend KaySlay. So. Yeah, man. That hit me hard, man. Losing KaySlay and losing Fred the Godson and losing a lot of people that I was close with, man. I mean, it's
a lot of losses, man.
And if you sit and soak in it too much, you fall off and you'll lose, you know, your own drive because it'll depress you. So you really gotta just, you know what I'm saying? You get busy and, you know, respectfully honor them in your own way. You know what I mean? And that's how I'm doing it with these tapes, with this music. Because when I'm gone, the only thing that's still gonna be here, God willing, right, is my children and my art.
I respect that.
So this is what I'm leaving. So that's why I'm so happy to have Beanie Siegel on show with me. And then the other feature on the tape is an up and coming artist, you know what I'm saying? Somebody who's, you know, just getting their feet wet. And a lot of people will a lot of people from where we're at will compare it to like a Nipsey Hussle, but this kid is on the West Coast. His name's TF. He raps with my homie Flea Lord. They got, you know, their situation and shit. And this kid's, you know, from out there in LA. And he's on a main road, like how we got Allegheny or something like that. And there's a building, there's a tire shop with his mural up, and he's still here.
Wow, that's thorough.
And his mural, and it's on the same streets that Nip and them. I'm sure I'm off some blocks, so don't quote me to it. But I plan on going out there and shooting the video. And
that's one thing about
letting
you,
Philly, you got, you know what I'm saying? You got to work.
Always was.
You got to work with these other artists, man. You got to work with them. You don't got to, like I'm saying, like I want to, you know what I'm saying? When I meet somebody who's like me, just like this kid TF, when I see somebody, I'm like, man, this dude's thorough as shit. On the comm, he got his shit going, you know what I'm saying? Everything he's doing is solid. Just cause, you know what I'm saying, I got more followers than him. But nah, I don't give a fuck. Like this cat is, you know what I'm saying? He's special, you know what I'm saying? So I made sure I got him on there. And so it's me, him, and Beanie Siegel on there, you know what I'm saying?
That's hard, bro.
And then of course, you know, I got to use a clip of DjKayslay on there because I wanted him to be on there.
Yeah, that was hard.
And Sauce Walker.
Sauce Walker.
He had laid like a skit for me that we threw on there and shit, and I hit him up to clear it. I'm like, yo, Sauce, I want to throw this joint, make sure I'm cool to throw it on the tape.
Wow.
Oh yeah, absolutely, man. Anything, you know, because we was at the BET Cypher together.
Oh yeah, that's what I was gonna talk about.
Right.
Fresh off the BET Cypher.
Yeah.
Did that joint crazy. You was representing the city very well. How was the experience being on that stage?
It was dope. I went in there, and when, you know, there's a couple different ciphers going on, right? So I go in there, and as I'm in the waiting room, there's a TV, and you can see the other kids going, right? So the group that was going had Sauce Walker in them in it, right? So one of the kids who went in the cipher spit a couple bars, and it was identical to bars I had written because we were both rapping about current events. And we said the same shit, the same words that rhymed in a row. It was a couple words in between was different. But I'm sitting in there like, and he's going first. He just went. So it's gonna look like, but I got this shit written in my, so I'm running into the corner because like you can't just go up there and wing it. You can't curse, you can't say certain shit, right? So like, I'm like, damn, I gotta rewrite my shit, and I go on in 10 minutes, you know what I'm saying? So I had to rewrite like my whole shit. I had to re-prepare in my head, and like, it's really not writing, but it's like remembering the freestyle in my head. Like,
so you had to make adjustments.
I had to make adjustments in my head, like, and then go in there and do it. And they used different clips and shit. And the dude who panned it together, he kind of panned my shit off beat a little bit, and I was real upset about it. But the artist that was there, they knew what time it was, you know what I'm saying? The relationships that I got from there, you know what I'm saying, was crazy. Like, you know, with Sauce and Peso and all them, we're still in touch, you know what I mean? So
crazy.
Shout out Big Breeze, man.
Crazy, yeah, man.
You know, something happens and you think it's gonna be the biggest thing ever. Like, this is it, I made it. But until you get financially really where you wanna be, everything is just another checkpoint. And it's a good checkpoint though, it's a beautiful thing, you know what I mean? It's just, when you look back on it, that's your career, but I'm not ready to look back on it. I'm still, you know what I'm saying?
The legend, they call you the assassin, the secret assassin. Like, you know what I mean? When it comes down to you,
that's what they call me? I ain't heard that one yet.
Oh, Skino.
Oh, well, Skino, man. He's
they show you live.
Yeah, yeah. Like I said, I don't even know how to take that. Like him, like someone like him who I have so much respect for, and someone who's that nice, saying that about me. It's like, I appreciate it so much. I don't even know how to take it.
Yeah, that's
Like
right.
I'm like, oh my God, man, like I can't wait till I'm real up, man. When I'm real up, so I can really look out for the people that looked out for me. You know what I'm saying? And I know I'm close. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, for
I
real.
know I'm close. I'm real close.
Yeah.
Real close. It's probably, you know what I mean?
A lot of
Real
stamps.
close.
A lot of
Yeah,
stamps.
yeah. The stamps
Yeah.
turned into relationships and friendships, man.
Yeah. Real good. Yeah.
You know,
yeah.
these guys are legends, and they're wishing your kid a happy birthday and shit. This shit
That's
is,
real.
it's different. Social media is just it's a different time. Nobody could have told us how to handle this. There was no generation that had this before us to tell us.
Yeah.
But, you know, some of us are figuring out how to handle it and getting our own shit, starting businesses off, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Off who we are. You couldn't really start a business off who you are back in the day unless you got with an agency and they were pitching you places, telling you where to go. You wouldn't know where to go. We don't gotta know where to go. We just post that shit and watch that shit grow. You know what I'm saying? So
That's hard.
but the relationships that I made turned into like
Yeah.
the friendships. The stamps turned into friendships. So now it's different.
Yeah, man.
Sometimes you go hang out with these guys. I don't record. I don't take pictures.
Regular shit.
Yeah, not because I'm over it, but because like, how many times do I gotta use you for your clout when in reality I actually just want to hang out and smoke a blunt and learn from you.
That's all.
You know what I mean? I just want to smoke a blunt and learn from you sometimes. You know.
What inspired the cover? You got the blow.
Yo,
I love it.
when I left Massachusetts and I cut the ankle bracelet off and I was on the run and I was in Delaware and I ended up robbing a kid. It was funny. You know how I came up in Delaware? Listen, right? I was at a party, because mind you, I was 19 years old. And my homies were grabbing some smoke, some Reggie, and taking it to Delaware, like a couple of them to Delaware. And I was meeting kids in Delaware and I was serving them. We're talking about 2004, all right?
Oh.
Yeah, 2005, right? And I'm down there, and I'm at a party one day, and some kids like, I was like, damn, I ain't got no weed. Can I smoke with you? And some fat white kid was like, yeah, if you want, you got to get money to be smoking this shit. Throw me like $20, I'll let you smoke a blunt. I'm like, this fucking faggot, right? So I cut that out. I'm like, this fucking dude, right? So I remember I peeled the kid off $20, and I'm looking, and his bag of weed is sticking out his pocket, out his hoodie pocket, and it's one of these hoodies where you won't feel it if I take that shit, you know what I'm saying? So I played it cool with him all night. And I just grabbed that shit, and as he walked away, a 62, a raw fell out right in my hand. So I took that shit and I stashed it up on me, and I hung with homie all night. And when he realized he didn't have his work, I just was like, you can check me, I've been with you all night. And I got out of there, and I broke that shit down, and I got my own crib in Delaware.
Damn.
Yeah, that's how I came up in Delaware, right? So I was down Delaware, and I'm selling blow again, because I had left Massachusetts and left that selling coke and crack and all that shit behind, and now I'm in Delaware, like I'm just gonna sell weed. I'm already on the run, but now I'm back. I got a 62. I'm trying to crush it again. You know what I'm saying? I'm 100 a gram, 120 a gram, but you in them places where you get that type of money, you get smacked. They don't play. They kick the door right away, real fast, right?
Like a motherfucker.
So that movie Blow coming out, and the dude being like a drug dealer and being on the run from Mass, and it kind of related to me a little bit. And my handle was Boston. That's what they call me, Boston. You know what I'm saying? I put 100, Boston. You know what I mean? It was easy. You know what I'm saying? Being in Delaware is like being down south. You know what I'm saying?
You see it like down
That
south.
is below the Mason-Dixon line, bro. It's the South. The Delaware is the beginning of the South, and them state troopers down there will tell you, this ain't fucking Philly. This ain't fucking. You know what I mean? And I got raided twice down there, bro.
For real?
Yeah, man. For weed, bro.
For a tree. They
Because
be on
it was a crazy time. We're talking about 2005.
Yeah, 04.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I find so that the name Boston was my nickname, and I came to.
Oh, that was your nickname.
That was my handle in Delaware. No one knew my name. It wasn't.
I like that though.
That was my handle. Why you call you boss? I'm from up there. Oh, okay, that's what they call it. Boom, that was easy.
That's
right?
hard though.
So then when I ended up having to go on the run from Delaware, I came to Philly, and I was like, yeah, everybody calls me Boston, but I rap. You know what I'm saying? I call myself. They would call me OT Boston, and shit like that. And then I started really trapping again. Philly real heavy, and OT became the handle, and then I went to jail. But the song Boston came from, inspired by my old head Fatty, who when I moved to Frankfurt and Belmore on the run from Delaware, that's where I landed in Philly, Frankfurt and Belmore.
Dang.
When I got there, there was like some centers and halfway houses, and there was this old head white dude who was always out front of these centers, and he always used to be like smoking cigarettes and be breaking my balls, like, oh, look at you, the fucking white rapper, you know? So a few years later, I was grabbing major work, and somebody brought their man to me to grab, and it was him. So me and him, he was like, damn, I can't believe you got all this, like, yes sir, you know what I'm saying? And this was way back in the day when people were younger, you know, I ain't trying to put people's business out there, but homie was an honorable dude, you know, back in the day, and we got busy together. He was proud of me that I worked my way up. So then I went to jail, and when I came home from jail, I had gotten in touch with him one time and talked to him, and his family hit me and said he passed away, right? So his kids had sent me a video of him saying, man, I'll tell you what, I seen OT the Real go from sleeping on the floor in the bandos at Frankfurt and Belmore with Pito with no heat to fucking Hollywood. And his kids sent me that. You know what I'm saying?
That's heavy. How'd that feel? How'd that feel?
You know, choke you up a little bit. I mean,
because when you name the top 10 rappers in Philadelphia
forget all, and I appreciate that, but this
Yeah.
was somebody who knew me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it was an honor to get to put him on the tape and to get to, you know what I'm saying, he's forever in my catalog and part of my story. So he lives on forever. You know what I'm saying?
that.
So, I mean, salute to Fatty, R.I.P.
Yeah. Always been sturdy, bro.
It's almost over, out now, all platforms. Diamond Street
almost
King, we
over.
almost done, brother. Got you, brother. Love.
Y'all got definitely collab, get it in. and shit like
I
that.
hope so, absolutely,
I want
man.
to ask you this. You a person that before the indictments, been locked up, dead time and shit like that. Your back was against the wall. You've been in situations before. So you see a lot of niggas telling and shit like that. A lot of niggas, you see the gunning situation with Young Doug.
You know, I'm on the BET Cypher like Free Thug, Gunna 2. Nightmare's been coming true. I knew my code he told on me when I got 4 to 8 and he got 1 to 2.
Right
Coming
there.
through like hollow tips.
Right
You know what I
there.
mean? Like, I remember thinking like, oh, I'm gonna do something solid, and then that cat ended up telling. I'm like, damn, I'm on my BET Cypher trying to show love, because they got us rapping over the Push and P beat.
Yeah.
So I'm like, oh, Thug and Gunna, they just got indicted. I'm gonna say something
that was
respectful.
smart.
I'm in Atlanta. I'm gonna say something respectful. And then the guy went and told on some shit, and I'm like, damn, man, what did I say this shit for, man? Don't post the video, just post the pictures of the BET Cypher. So, but I don't know, you know what I mean? Like,
there's a lot of that going on, and you got a big influence.
Yo, you know what it is? I used to get real wrapped up in that shit. When I first came home from jail, we were on Facebook. We were calling that shit spring cleaning. We were throwing people's paperwork up. We were fighting them. We were fighting rats. It doesn't do nothing, and it got old, and we had to grow up. So now when I'm like, yo, if somebody told on some shit, I'm not fucking with them. But the people that he offended and shit, I'm not doing nothing. I'm not on this tough guy weirdo shit that when I was younger I had that mentality, thinking like, oh, I'm gonna walk up and sneak boy.
No, just your perspective, because a couple of things been happening just on some current event shit.
I was happy to see
like the Troy Ave situation.
I don't really, listen, I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm around a lot of people in New York, so like. I'll tell you like this, I don't really know enough about that situation to speak on it. But what I do know is, like, you're not, like, if you go to court and like, you stand up and say what happened in court and someone goes to jail, you told, you know what I'm saying? I mean, that's just 1 + 1 = 2, you know what I'm saying? That don't mean when I see this dude, I'm telling him he's a fucking rat. Like, nah, man, because I'm going somewhere. Yeah. And if I was sitting still and shit, but I'm not sitting still. I'm moving and grooving.
Around. You can't
so they gotta clean that up. You know what I mean? Just like Philly got its own problem situation too, and everybody cleans that up. You know what I mean? Gotta clean that up. It's it gets cleaned up. Or people move. Yeah. Sometimes people just move.
Individual, I always saw you was tight.
If you're a rat, you can always just move and get the fuck out of here. That's what y'all should do. Don't try to keep hanging around. Someone's gonna try you.
Right.
Someone's gonna. Shit.
Another individual, you was always tight with Ab and shit. Like I saw, we saw.
They got that appeal situation's coming up. I just seen Moss post something. Yeah. Free AR Ab. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Definitely, man. So he's a person who should always be mentioned. When you mention me and you're talking about where I came from, he's a person who should always be mentioned. You know, ARAB, absolutely.
I feel they be getting these, you know, reposts. Like, you know, I just saw Chris Brown.
You know what I'm saying? Listen, man, you know, you start to feel like a fucking 17-year-old girl getting excited about somebody reposting you. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, you're getting older, but
I
at
mean,
the same
Chris Brown
no,
putting your shit out ain't regular.
but as you, if you have a gauge of what this shit means and what this shit is and how much money these cats are worth, and how much money their social media is worth. For, you know, Chris Brown, last month Kodak Black threw me up. I don't even really talk to these. I seen Kodak Black at the BET Awards. I say, yo, what's up? He's like, hey, what's up? Like, kept going. Like, I don't even know he knew who the fuck I was, and he threw me up on his gram. So it just goes to show you don't know who's watching. If you got a freestyle that really did the numbers back in the day, don't be scared to post it again, because you might post it again and the fucking Rock might see it and say it's his favorite freestyle. Shaq might see it and repost you. And if they repost you, you got traction, you got motion. And even if companies don't start hollering at you and saying like, oh, I seen the repost, we want to give you a deal. That shit don't really happen, but you know what does happen? And features start coming in, bing, 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 bing. And you do them shits, and you don't burn nobody, you know what I'm saying? And you keep upping your shit a little bit, and that you get your own money. And eventually, you know, they'll come.
Giving them game, you dropping jewels. Y'all listen up.
Hey, listen, I had y'all watch me. How many lists have we had, man? There's been lists since like 2017. Hottest rappers in the city, there'll be like 15 kids on them. Sometimes I'd be on them, sometimes I wouldn't, and it's still like that. But it ain't still like that for all them other cats. Some people moved on and up, some people moved away.
We ain't hear from.
I'm happy to still be in your face, you know what I'm saying?
You always been humble.
I'm happy to still be in people's face, man. That's why I'm still dropping. I'm not really letting like 4 or 5 months go by without me dropping a little burst of a tape off, you know what I'm saying? So, but back to what you were saying, you know, Blow really influenced a lot of shit for me, you know what I'm saying? Because going to prison for, you know, coke and doing all that shit, you know. Well, I felt like if anybody could do that Boston George shit, it was me. And then drop it on St. Patty's Day after I already dropped The Irishman a couple years ago on St. Patty's Day. My fans like that shit. My fans ain't all Irish, you know what I'm saying? But I'm saying they understand the nostalgia of what I'm pushing, you know what I'm saying, what I'm standing on, you know? So.
Well together put project, man. I love it, man. I'm happy to have you here, man. Let the people know, man, what's next for OT The Real, man. I gotta say this, we can't forget about, we got the repost shit. Something else, I'm not.
What you had? What you got,
Somebody else put you up.
Chris Brown, Kodak Black, Snoop, Meek, Gilly. It's been a good year, man. A lot of people did shit.
Crazy year. I'm just trying to catch everything.
No, a lot of people.
I'm happy for you though. I'm happy for you.
Hey man, listen.
And I can't wait to. You know,
Philly's a rough city, you know what I'm saying? But there is love, there is respect and shit. And a lot of thorough people have ended up in powerful positions, not just in Philly, but in New York too. A lot of thorough people have ended up in powerful spots. It ain't like it was back in the day where it was some old dude at a desk. Now it's some guy who's been standing in the back of the room for fucking Sway in the Morning for the last 5 years, and he's in charge of some shit now. Now it's this guy, Mont Brown is a suit now at a label. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's people moving and grooving.
You've been in this shit for 10 years. I was about to say this. Let the people know about you on tour right now.
Yeah. I
don't want to forget nothing.
Nah. Look,
it's heavy accomplishments.
You definitely gonna catch me on a couple Millie's dates.
That's hard.
Shout out to my bro Millie's, man. Blanco 6 about to come out. That shit's gonna be real heavy, man. Kid hits Billboard and shit now when he drops. Yeah, so you catch me on some of the Millie's dates, and then you're also gonna see me on BennyTheButcher's next tour. Thank God I made it. Up and down the East Coast for a couple weeks. And then I got a couple shows getting booked after that, you know, that are just mine. So you definitely gonna be some shows. Man. Yeah, definitely, man. Shout out Benny, shout out BSF, man. It's another tour with them. Another tour with Benny.
How is it being on stage and just having
them yo, listen, man.
Like,
it's dope. It's dope. And then you go up there and you start snapping, and you ain't rapping over your tracks with the words playing. You're rapping over just the beat, and you're really rapping. And then them sound systems at them big ass halls and them are you know, they sound crazy. So like these people are really listening to you rapping. Like there's not a lot, you know, this ain't like, you know, one of these local spots in Philly where they're just playing your song and you're yelling over it on the mic and shit. Rapping over your track and shit and really being able to go up there and have breath control and execute track after track is a different talent. It's a different talent. You know what I'm saying? So
that's hard,
yeah,
bro.
man. Yeah, man. You definitely could. You got some shit coming. And then we got Gorilladelphia coming with Nems. You know Nems, Fuck Your Life, Bing Bong. We got a whole album together called Gorilladelphia. Because he's the gorilla. You know, that's they call himself Gorilla Nems, coming to Philadelphia to work with me. So they calling it Gorilladelphia and shit. Yeah, I thought it was fire.
That's hard.
It's
Anybody
fire,
else
man.
in the city you locked in with, working with, man?
I just did a record with Skrilla.
Oh, I love that.
Shout out Skrilla. We hooked up, did 2 records.
Where you from? You from Kensington? He came out of nowhere, but I love the record y'all put together.
His music's
shit on the radio
incredible
right now, man.
Yeah, you know, the music's not even out yet, and Cosmic Kev, I sent it to Kev, you know. I try to send everything to Kev, and Kev's just been playing it, and it's a hard record, man. It's produced by Nickel Plated, man, kid that I work real tight with. Same kid who produced for me and Leek Moss. And yeah, that kid Skrilla, he's one of them people that is elevating fast, man, real fast, and he's a good
Skrilla,
dude. Yeah, you got to.
I'm looking for you, man.
Yeah, absolutely. Make sure you check
I
out Skrilla, man. Pay me Skrilla. That's my guy, man. Kensington, stand up.
Yeah, Kensington.
And he's rapping with a shark.
Y'all doing y'all thing.
He's a new artist. He's one of the, I ain't gonna say the young boy, like to call him a young boy, but he's with the young cats coming up. They don't gotta rap like out necessarily on the shit I be rap. And he got on a hard joint with me and went back and forth with me. Like the kid's nice.
Talking crazy.
And he don't write or nothing, man.
He don't write?
Nope. The kid goes in there and he's a real deal.
I'm looking. Tell him I'm looking for him. Tell him Johnny Mac is looking for. I'm coming to Kensington. I see how he got the fiends all out in the videos. I love that. I love it. And I see nothing but a bright future for that kid.
I think so. He's got a good head on his shoulders, man. He's smart, man. So he's got good people around him. You know, I fuck with Skrilla real heavy, man. So
I got Udas Ride out there.
Man, that guy, man. That motherfucker will
Y'all
make that
motherfucker.
Oh, that's Ryder, man. Will make you write a 64 a night, man. The shit he's saying, man. Like, goddamn, you hear the shit he just said? I gotta go in and write some shit, man. He's one of the people that inspires me to write.
Damn.
Like, if I see, Ryder drop a crazy freestyle.
Oh, I gotta get in mood.
A day or 2 goes by and shit. I'm like, you know what? I gotta make one now. You know what I'm saying?
Hard.
And then I see the same thing with Millie's. The same thing with, like, I'll see somebody to remind me, like, to get going, like, you know what I mean? You know, and it's good. It's like not no weirdo shit. You're feeding off the.
Oh, that's how the challenge, when the challenge went, when that shit was rolling.
Oh, yeah. We gotta get another one going soon.
I got to, man. What's next for OT, man? Any artists we like to work with, man?
I really want to work with Core.
Damn, I never saw y'all lock in.
I want to work with Core, yeah.
Core, damn, that'll be a crazy link. We gotta put that together.
Yeah, I fuck with Core real heavy. The shit he's been dropping is crazy.
Damn.
Somebody put up that he should have his own lane of music called Thorough Music.
Damn.
That's just some real shit.
Thorough Music, right?
Yeah, it's fire. Yeah, fuck with it. Yeah,
Yo.
I'm not afraid to say, like, if I fuck with another artist shit.
Damn,
man, that shit is fire.
Thorough Music, that'll be great. That sounds crazy.
Yeah, man.
Another thing, man, we're gonna touch on some current topics. Well, let them know what's next for you before we, you know, you're gonna hang with me for a little 5 more minutes and you're gonna give some current topics. But let them know what's next for OT the Real and shit. You just got this.
You know, it's almost over's out now. There'll be some new videos coming out. You're gonna see me rap on some of your favorite platforms that I haven't rapped on yet, with some of your favorite people that I haven't got to get with yet. Because that's what I do. I like to pull up. They want me to pull up and rap. You know, they want me to rap. You know, some people comment and they're like, "Damn, how many freestyles are you gonna do?" Like, listen, this is what they're having me come here to do, man. That's what they want me to do.
That's what we want to see.
So we're gonna do it a lot, and we're gonna do them over original beats, and we're gonna monetize them. So we're gonna drop them again, because that's the science, you know.
Well, you gonna give us one tonight, right?
Yeah, I got you.
Well, you know how we do. We come kick it. We do, you know, cover some current topics and shit like that. Just want your input on the current topics that's been going on around the world.
Oh yeah, what's going on around the world?
Oh, we can start right. You know what I mean? With the biggest story. You know what I mean? Right now, what's going on? The Instagram verified blue checks and shit. Like, how you feel about
the blue check? Listen, man.
$15. You can get your shit.
Listen, I'm not knocking nobody, but Instagram is giving you a front row seat to play yourself.
That's how you feel.
Because I'm gonna tell you why. All right?
Go ahead.
If you're spending a bag on your career, you're investing in your career, and that's good business, okay?
Marketing, number one.
But if you're spending a bag for clout, right, and you get caught doing that, you're gonna look like a bag for everybody who wants to try to sell you some clout. So like when you got that fake blue check, it doesn't say your Instagram name. This is where Instagram plays people. I'm gonna say Instagram's letting people play themselves. Underneath the name, say the name says Joe Rap Music, right? That's his Instagram name. But underneath when you click on his profile, the name says Joseph Smithfield.
The full name.
It's because they had to use a credit card and an ID to pay for that blue check. And that's the name. Oh, you're verified? Yeah, through a credit card. Yeah, we got you. So it doesn't say Joe's Rap. So it's like, damn, this dude's not verified as what his page is. He's verified as a credit card he paid money with. So then everybody sees it like, oh, look, he got the fake blue check.
Right.
Let's tax him up. He's ready to spend. So I feel like you played yourself. I feel like you played yourself.
All right,
if they didn't let people see that it was fake by putting your government there, then it'd be like, all right, cool. But they're letting people see that your government's there. You're just letting you play yourself. It's crazy.
All right, question.
Don't do that shit, man. Trust me.
So what if look at it the upper eye. What if, a lot of pages is getting, took, a lot of fake shit going around.
I didn't think about, you know what?
So what if
I didn't think about that. I'm gonna be, see, there I go, Johnny.
And I lost a page before. That's why I got my shit.
So you're saying if you spend the $14-15 a month,
your shit ain't gonna get took and none of that shit. You don't get none of the extra shit.
All right,
your shit solidified.
All right. Well, there you go. That's a great reason to do it. So, there you go. So I don't really have an opinion on it then. Because at first I'm thinking they're just letting people play themselves because they're putting their fucking government name there. And that's not your page name.
The negative always going to overpower
But if it's security for your page because you feel like you still got 10, 20. Yeah, you got a lot of so you got 10, 20,000 followers. I know how it feels. That's a lot when you know what I mean? And
but I get what you're saying too, because it's like a name difference.
I'm looking at them like, why are people paying?
You a person that was already verified too.
Yeah, so but I was applying for a long time, and if I wasn't verified, I probably in the back of my head would be like, man, I should just fucking buy that shit. You know what I'm saying? But I didn't have to. I got, I was blessed. Some people, whoever the fuck it was, noticed it and approved it.
And there's a lot of other people that been talking about people that got their shit verified that paid for their shit.
Yeah,
like a lot of niggas paid for their shit.
Like I said, I'm not knocking nobody. But
it's a topic. It's a hot topic.
You can see if they paid for it though. So then it doesn't really matter if you're like a business person or you're a blogger. But if you're a rapper,
okay,
I feel like it kind of takes some of the nostalgia away from it. You know what I mean? It makes it might make you look like a bag.
Right. Another thing, a hot topic, man. No, next topic. But that was good shit. From OT to Real.
Come on, man.
I'm loving that. We almost done though. The Mexican cartel kidnapping. Did you hear about that?
On the news.
On the news. Situation. Female went out there with a couple guys.
I wouldn't go. I'm not really, I wouldn't have did that. So I don't know. But I don't know. I hope everybody's good.
If somebody
no comment.
All right,
no comment on the cartel.
All right. That would have been crazy. That would have been, if I would have got your perspective, that was crazy. But one last final question of 48 breaking news that I had made, Sunday, about the water and shit.
Yeah, I went,
it
just goes to show. I stayed away from that shit, but it just goes to show how quick shit could go bad for you.
How did you feel when you got a note coming to your phone saying you can't drink no waters?
I was glad that my kids are off formula so that I'm not making babas.
You making bottles with?
No, I wasn't anyways, but I just know how many bottles of water we already need for that. So if the bottles of water got scarce.
Okay.
So I was like, damn, thank God I don't still need to get formula and all that shit for my kids because it would be hard to get them bottles of water to make it. But now that shit's fixed, but it just goes to show how bad shit could get. You don't gotta be a conspiracy theorist. Like, if shit ever really went bad, like if we ever got hit with like an electromagnetic pulse, which is something that knocks the power out in like a whole section of a country, and it takes weeks, how long does the food last in the fridge?
Shit.
2-3 days, right?
Yeah.
So everyone's food is bad, right? So then everybody's gonna be in them stores taking everything. After like 2 weeks, there's nothing in none of the stores. After like, a couple more weeks, that's when people start dying. That's really what would happen. I mean, that's what would happen. So this is just a glimpse of like, you might wanna have like 5 cases of water per each person in your house, in your crib, because if shit gets super nasty, you're not gonna be able to be like, yo, I'm gonna go to Walmart and see what they got in there. There's not gonna be nothing in anywhere. No one's even gonna be at work.
Right.
And people be like, oh, that's some crazy shit, but we're getting a glimpse. You just saw the stores, people are fighting over water. It was toilet paper.
Yeah.
Now it's water, but it was only for a day or 2. Next time it'd be for like 7 days. Flint still don't got fucking water.
Right.
I think they told everybody they lowered the rent and said, move if you want.
Right.
From when I was on tour in Detroit, they said Flint still don't got fucking water. People got tired of talking about it, I guess.
Hey, crazy.
Hey man, fuck that. I got water in my crib now.
You shit.
I quadrupled down.
Shit. Well, my wife, they ordered. They ordered like 20 packages.
Oh, they know what to do. Yeah, listen, man. God bless the women of the house, man. Long live the women of the house.
We're gonna sign out, man. Anything we missed, man? I feel like this is a good joint.
Nah, man,
I appreciate you,
it's
man.
almost
You
over
been
out now,
supporting
man.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Shout out Chris Brown for the love.
All love.
Shout out Kodak.
Yeah.
Shout out Benny. Shout out Millie's. Shout out Gorilla Nems. A lot of shit coming. Shout out Skrilla, Cosmic Kev. Shout out Gil. Appreciate everybody. Beans.
Heavy.
Free. I appreciate y'all, man. Real rap, man.
That's heavy, man.
You know,
Heavy names.
everything I do is carrying things I did when I was with these people on. You know, free ARAB too.
Yeah, free
That's how
ARAB.
we ending it.
Yeah. You already know. Philly First 48, OT the real. We signing the fuck out, man.
Hi, I'm attorney James Helm, and let me tell you in 15 seconds how Top Dog can get you top dollar on your case. Whether your case is a slip and fall from some water or another substance on the floor, a medical malpractice case because a loved one of yours passed away in the hospital and the hospital could have prevented it. Or you're a delivery driver that just got into a car accident through no fault of your own, then there's only one law firm to call, baby, and that's Top Dog Law.